Good morning, everyone. I'm about to get dressed. I got an appointment at Lennox Radiology. Today is my annual mammogram. I hate going to get mammograms. They usually give me my results right after. But thank God that so far, since I was 21, I've been getting them since I was 21, because once my aunt passed from breast cancer, my mother's sister, I decided to go every year and get my mammogram. But thank you. But I hate getting them. So to me, it's always a scary thing, because most of the time you don't know you have it until most people find it themselves by doing their own breast examination. They'll find a lump. And when was it? 2000? I think it was 2001 or 2000. I was doing a breast examination, and I saw a dimple in my breast, my left breast. I was like, what is that? So I kept stretching my breast out to see if maybe it was something different, but the dimple just stayed there, wouldn't move. So I'm like, what is that? So I remember hearing about, breast cancer and your breast dimpling or discharge from your nipple or whatever. So right away I got scared. I'm a worrywart. So I called the doctor. I went to see the doctor. They saw the dimple and stuff like that, and then they felt my breast, and they felt a lump. So they scheduled me to come in and do a biopsy, so they could see if it was cancerous or not. And being that my aunt, my mother's sister, passed from breast cancer, I was a nervous wreck. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. I started losing weight because me worrying and not eating and stuff like that. And my appointment for the doctor wasn't till 2 weeks after that initial appointment. So I'm just scared to death. So I finally go, they do the biopsy, and I had to wait a few days. I had to wait a few days to get the results. But when I got the results, the doctor called me in the office, and he explained that it wasn't anything. It was just fatty tissue from me, having my kids and gaining weight and stuff like that. So it was just fatty tissue, but he told me, don't worry, it's benign, and you don't have to worry, but because your family has a history of cancer or whatever, I'm gonna need you to do an annual examination or annual mammogram, but every 6 months, you come in for a breast examination by your GYN, and then every year you have the annual mammogram. But in the meantime, do your own self-examinations, because that's how you were able to find the lump and all of that. So since I was 21, I've been going every year without fail to have a mammogram. And don't let no doctor tell you you don't have to get an examination or mammogram until you in your 40s, because that's bullcrap. Cancer doesn't have an age requirement, and I was 21 when I found the lump, and so it doesn't discriminate on age or religion or ethnicity. I always have a problem with that word, but it don't discriminate. So don't let nobody tell you that you don't have to go and get a mammogram until you're in your 40s or 50s, because that's bullcrap. I was 21. When I saw my doctor, I spoke to his receptionist, a black woman, and she told me that her daughter found a lump when she was only 15 years old. And she went and had it, and it wasn't cancerous, but they had to remove it in order to see if it was cancerous. But her daughter found a lump at 15 years old. So all that bull crap about you don't have to go see a doctor until you're in your 40s or 50s, or you don't have to have a mammogram. You can request a mammogram. They can't tell you no. You can request it. You can tell them, even if they say, oh, well, you don't need one. I don't care about the age. I want to have a mammogram. I want to make sure that I'm okay. You can't tell me that from you standing right there, you can see that there's nothing wrong with me. You can't see through me. So cancer doesn't discriminate, just like heart disease doesn't discriminate, and other diseases don't discriminate. So don't let no doctor tell you that you don't need it until you're in your 40s. No. If you feel that you want to have a mammogram done so you can check yourself out and make sure that you're okay, go request a mammogram, and they have to give it to you. Don't let them tell you that they can't because you're not the right age. You can request it. But anyway, since I was 21, I've been getting them every year, and thank God they all have been benign, nothing wrong, everything's okay, nothing suspicious, this, that, and the third. So that's where I'm on my way to now. I just hate it because to me it's a scary process, because you hope hope for the best all the time, but you never know when that one time gonna come where something ain't gonna go the way you expect it to go. So it's just so scary, but I stay prayed up, and I always ask God to look over me, to protect me from disease, sickness, or whatever. And our God is an awesome God, and he's been looking out for me. He loves me, you know what I'm saying? I'm his child. He loves me. So that's that. I'm just getting dressed right now, and my appointment is at 1:30. Yeah, so I'm just getting dressed. I'm getting dressed in my living room, y'all, because in my bedroom, I'm still having a problem with the people smoking in the basement, even though my husband put a sign down there saying no smoking in the basement. A lot of you might not have saw my last video with me talking about the smoke and stuff like that, but I've been living where I live now for 15 years, and this is an old building, so the floors in the building are not good. So my bedroom sits right atop of the basement, and where my room is in the basement is a laundry area, and people go down there to do their laundry, but when they go down there, they smoke, and they chain smoke, like boo 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 boo. They chain smoke, and it seeps up to the roof, to the ceiling of the basement, up into my bedroom. And when I tell you that my room smelled like we had a cigarette convention going on, and I recently came back from my cruise, and when I came back, my room was filled with cigarette smell all over my room. So it's been causing me problems with my chest, and I've been having like a burning sensation here and in my back, and it's been giving me heart palpitations and stuff like that. So I went on Google and I was looking it up, and I put in the search bar, do secondhand smoke or nicotine cause heart palpitations? Do it cause acid reflux? Because I do have acid reflux. And it said yes, it can agitate your acid reflux if you already have it. It can cause you to get acid reflux if you don't have it. And it can cause heart palpitations and stuff like that. So I've been sleeping in the living room. It hasn't been bothering my husband the way it's been bothering me. But, you know, we all different. So anyway, so we have to work on that, because I can't sleep in my bedroom, because the minute I go in there, if I'm in there longer than 20 minutes, my chest start burning. I start getting the acid reflux flaring up, and it's not a good feeling at all, y'all. It's really a horrible feeling. And when I come out of the room, if I'm out of the room for 20 minutes or so, my heart rate normalizes, the burning sensation stops, the acid reflux stops. So I have not been in my room. And my husband has put signs saying don't smoke in the basement, in the laundry room and stuff like that. But I think until management says something to the tenants in the building, I don't think it's going to stop. And we've spoke to management several times, and they have not done anything yet. So I'm in my living room, yeah. But anyway, I think the best thing to do is just to move, seriously, because I don't think the management care. As long as they're getting their rent, they don't really care what goes on in this building. But anyway, I'm going to get dressed, and I'm going to talk to y'all later. I'm not going to take y'all with me to my appointment, because they're not going to let me film in there. So this will be it for now. So I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to finish getting dressed so I could get out of here. My husband's already dressed and waiting for me. So I will talk to y'all later, and I will let you know what the doctor says after they finish examining me. All right. Later. Peace.